Hey guys, what's up? It's Katie, and I'm back with this quick little video about the policy change for refunds. Now, I kind of talked about this a little bit in my live stream earlier, but we didn't really go into much detail about it because we were all just kind of goofing off. So I thought I'd take the time to kind of really go over this post that was put in the forums and, kind of get my thoughts and opinions on it and see what you guys have to think as well. So let's just go ahead and read it real quick. So in accordance with our terms of service, any in-app purchases made are non-refundable, and any exceptions that we make are subject to certain conditions. Those conditions can include issues with an in-app purchase, returns for unused items, or unopened crystals. When you make a purchase in this game, those items and resources are yours to use. However, when payment for those items is canceled or refunded, your account now has items that you haven't paid for. So now this has actually happened to me. I've bought something with units and I've contacted Kabam, and I was like, look, I messed up. I didn't want to buy this. They gave me the refund in units, and then they took the items away. Now, also, I've heard, of this happening to plenty of other people, and Kabam has been pretty good at resolving the issue in the summoner's favor as long as the items aren't used or the crystals aren't opened. So one of our biggest missions is to keep the contest a fair place for summoners. When an in-app purchase using real-world currency is made and then refunded, it creates an imbalance and unfair exchange. Effective immediately, when a refund is requested for any in-app purchase, the account that the refund is credited to will acquire a negative balance of contest credits. While your contest credit balance is negative, you will be restricted from making purchases with real money or units until your contest credit balance is returned to 0. This can be accomplished by purchasing contest credit offers that will appear in the unit store when you have a negative balance. Any excess contest credits purchased will automatically be converted to units. Now, this is very interesting to me because instead of getting a ban, Kabam's gonna put your account in the negative and still let you play. Now, I've noticed some people have charged back like $500 worth of units and received a 1-week ban prior to this policy. If you think about it, that's actually really not a bad deal. Now, of course, why do I think they are changing this policy now? Well, if you think about it, the 4th of July is right around the corner, and that is one of the big spending holidays. I know last year, a lot of people refunded a lot of their money and had 0 consequences to that. So in some egregious cases of abuse of refunds, an account may be temporarily or permanently suspended. For example, if a player makes purchases through a third-party unit or resource seller and that third party refunds the purchase of those units from the player's account, that account may be suspended. Purchasing units through a third-party unit resource seller is a breach of Kabam's terms of service. No player wants to end up in a position where they are unable to make any purchases in-game, but only applying a contest credit balance equal to the refunded amount are we able to fairly reconcile the gap between a player's payments and their in-game resources. So basically, you don't ever want to purchase from a third party if you have to give your information out because you will be hacked, which really technically isn't a hack because you gave them your information. You wouldn't give someone the keys to your car, there we go, Katy, and then report the car stolen, no. But I'm curious here though, because if you do something that Kabam sees as egregious and you get the ban, once you come back from the ban, if it's a temporary ban, right? Are you in contest credit debt now? How does that work? Okay, so the contest is home to many players across the globe. As a competitive online game, our economy and mechanics are kept the same for every one of our players. If you ever encounter an issue with an in-app purchase or to return any unused items from an accidental purchase, reach out to our support team. They are here to help you. Okay, so I'm basically kind of going to reiterate what I said in the beginning. If you do make a mistake purchase, they will be able to help you out, it seems like. As far as that economy statement goes, Cavalier crystals have widely skewed the economy of this game. They have widened the gap tremendously between the spenders and the free-to-play players. So this statement here about our economy and mechanics are kept the same for every one of our players is not accurate. I don't find it to be accurate. So now that we've gone over the post, there are a few things that I want to touch on here. So first, it's been widely debated if you get a refund through Apple, do they give that information to Kabam every single time? I mean, I've known players who have gotten huge refunds from Apple and have never suffered any consequences from Kabam. That being said, will this then only affect Android users? And if so, again, economy and mechanics are not the same for all players. Okay, and the second thing I want to touch base on is they call this a policy change for refunds, but I don't know if this is an actual change, though. I really can't think of any real policy that Kabam has had for refunds before. Now, I could be wrong on that, and if so, please let me know in the comments below. But it seems to me that they had just been refunding on a case-by-case basis. Now, as far as my personal thoughts go on this, I've actually never gotten a refund because I'm afraid of getting my account banned. I've made some big purchases and I've kind of had some buyer's remorse, especially after opening up some of the crystals, but I've never wanted to risk my account in that manner. And I can't really fault Kabam here because when you buy something, you know the risk. And, when you buy something in this game, it's a risk because it is in fact a form of gambling because you're basically gambling your money for digital trinkets. Now, with all of this being said, I kind of want to try this out just to see what the system looks like. I may buy like $5 worth of units and refund it, but then again, I'm probably too chicken shit to do it. So if anyone out there does get into this like weird contest debt prison system that they've got going on, please send me the screenshots because I'm kind of intrigued on how exactly this is going to work and how it's going to play out. So I saw some people on my live stream earlier saying they were going to make a huge purchase, get the refund, and then kind of go free to play after that. But like according to Kabam here, it seems like that may not work because you'll go into that like weird contest prison debt system, whatever they want to call it. And so you won't be able to spend or earn units. So therefore you won't be able to spend your units on pots and revives. So I'm not exactly sure if that's going to work. So basically the message here that I'm getting from it is don't purchase anything unless you are 100% sure that you want it. I mean, if you do have like a legitimate problem with a purchase, then definitely contact Kabam, submit a ticket, and, they may be able to help you out as long as you don't spin out that crystal or, use the items that you purchased. So that's all that I got, guys, but let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this. Does this even affect you? Like I said, I can't really fault Kabam for trying to protect their transaction system here, but there are plenty of other things that I can definitely fault them for. But let me hear your thoughts on this. Let me know if this transaction affects you in a negative way. If it does affect you in a negative way and you want to get it out there, let me know. Hit me up in Discord, line, etc., and let's discuss. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you guys liked what you saw and you want to see more, please remember to like and subscribe, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and hit me up in the Discord chat. Thanks, guys. Bye.